Hello and welcome to this quick tutorial on working with fabric roller shades using ClimateStudio for daylight modeling. And before I start, I wanted to show you where you can find more information about what I'm going to show you. This is from the Solema website, and if you go to the documentation user guide and down to radiance render and then to materials and then to exterior glass with dynamic shade, you'll find a lot of what I'm going to be discussing and a little bit more detail if you want to read up on it. I'm going to skip over much of what I said, but I'm going to show you how to do this pretty quickly. So we're going back to our little box model, and for this we're going to take this piece of glass and we're going to apply a shade material over it, and this will allow us to reduce some of the direct sun, not necessarily the glare, which we'll see about. So in order to start with this, I'm going to copy my floor plane out to the exterior so we have something out there to look at. I'm going to extend it beyond like so, and I'm going to place a tree on here so we have something also to look at. ClimateStudio has a nice little tree module. So if you go to ClimateStudio to Radiance Rendering and over here to Assets, you can actually just very simply add a tree to your model, which I find very convenient. Thank you, ClimateStudio. And I'm going to set up a view inside so that we're looking out towards that tree here. And this is going to be easier to see if I briefly turn off the window so I can see what I'm doing. And so I'm going to assign that view here, and I am going to, right now this is the floor material, and I think I'm going to make this the ground material. So I'm going to add a material layer there, ground. So now I'm going to go into my actual materials, and where actually I changed the floor. Give me a second. There, that's how it was. And then I'm going to take the ground and give it soil like that. So this is a pretty dark material. It's only 3% reflectance. And I'm going to turn my glass back on here. And if you remember from our previous video, the glass that we chose was this very transmissive Starfire glass there. And we have these two other tabs, Shade Material and Shade Control. I promised we'd come back to that, so now we are. There's two very important parameters that we can control here. The permeability, which is how much how fine or coarse the weave is, and that is a proxy for how much we can see through it as well. And there's the VLT, the diffuse transmission of that shade. So something like 0% would be a blackout shade. Let's go to a diffusing shade that we'd commonly use for daylight. So something like this. So I'm going to show you the difference between a 0% permeability and a 6% permeability. We're going to start by using and by the way, they're both very similar in transmission. You'll see how they differ. So this is a white or beige fabric, and I'm going to select that. And then I can set how far to the inside of the glass it is. By default, it's at 5 centimeters. I'm going to change this to 20 centimeters so you can see this a little better, or maybe 30 centimeters so you can see this a little better in the simulation. For shade control, we're just concerned with this point in time simulation, and you can set it to be either up or down, and it shows you there as well. So we're going to have it in the down position. If it's in the up position, you won't see it at all. And we're going to select that. So that is our material definition. I'm going to go to the interior view here, and I'm going to press play. Oh, whoops. What I need to do also before I press play is to adjust our sky. So we have a 11:30 sky, which is pretty high up in the sky. I'm going to move to later in the afternoon, so the sun will be lower and we'll see a little bit more of an impact from that tree. So let's try that and see what happens. As we apply that, you can see the outline of the tree, the shadows from the tree falling onto the diffusing fabric. And I'm going to just stop it here. If you keep going, it'll be more resolved. But notice that the interior is very diffuse. You're not seeing a lot of specular transmission through that fabric. That's because it's got that 0% permeability. So if we go back to our material and change it to that 6% permeability, we're going to see a difference here. And in this case, we're actually able to see through the shade to the outside. It's still mediated by the shade itself. We're also seeing the sun filtering through both the tree and the shade to the interior here. And so this actually may not create a better environment for your design. I'm not saying one's inherently better than the other. This could be still really glary. In fact, you can take a measurement here and we're at 800 candelas per meter squared. Actually, that's not all that bright. If we were looking in the direction of the sun, however, off this way from this vantage point, it'd be much, much brighter. And actually, let's do this quick experiment here. If we change this back to the 10% VLT, and note that 823 candelas per meter squared there, now it is a little lower because of the reduction in permeability. So keep this in mind as you do your simulations, and when we get to looking at daylight autonomy later in the semester, we'll talk more about these shades and how to program them to be automated. But for now, just for the point in time, this will be sufficient.